Yeah, what's going on YouTube? This your boy Nate the Great coming at you with another video. I'm gonna do things a little bit differently. I'm gonna try to be as professional as possible, but I got some things that I really need to address. So I'm gonna try to be as positive while I can for the first couple of minutes. But other than that, it's hard for me to be professional, and it's going to be hard for me not to express the way I actually feel, because there are things that's going on in the woodworks and nobody is actually standing up or trying to do their own research and trying to see what's really going on. I want to address the whole government as a whole. And I also want to address the New York politics, basically. So the state of New York and California are with these mandates on the people, right? I granted we the biggest cities, we the meccas, etc., etc., and I hear all that. But you got to hear from the people who are actually 10 toes ground in the fucking field. There's no way you could mandate people to take something that's still a 50% chance you still going to get sick or possibly die from this variants and these viruses that's out right now. You're mandating people to get vaccinated to just live their normal life or even do the simplest things like work. There are jobs that are hiring like crazy, but people don't want to get hired because they don't want to get vaccinated. And look, man, you got people who, for religious reasons, yes, you cannot violate their religious beliefs. You have people from a medical standpoint that if they can't do the simplest thing like take a flu shot, how do you expect them to take a vaccination? You're not looking at that. There's a lot of different underlying illnesses and underlying issues with people. Everybody's bodies is built differently. You got some people who is healthy as an ox, and then you got some people whose bodies is weaker than an infant when they're born. So at the end of the day, it should be a choice. You know, and the choice that you're giving them and the false narratives that you're giving them is, well, if you don't do this, this is what's going to happen to you. No, you're instilling fear in the people. And I got to call it like I see it. There's no way you could talk about, spike ups and all this other stuff. Yes, because it's winter time. Everybody is not at their healthiest during the winter time. It's cold and flu season. Forget the corona. Forget all this other shit they talking about. Everybody's bodies is the weakest during the damn winter time. It's not that hard to see. The majority of the time, everybody that's getting sick is in the winter time or during the coldest of weathers or weather changes. So for you to force a mandate on people, you're basically saying forget their civil liberties and their civil rights. You're basically telling them forget their natural rights that they were born with from when they got here. You're basically just giving everybody an ultimatum. And I don't feel it's fair. It's not fair for the people who are actually out here working hard, trying to take care of their families, trying to live their normal lives. You're basically trying to stop them from doing that because you want to force mandates on people. It's not fair. I'm sorry. Y'all got to figure out something else to do. I'm born and raised in New York City, and I love this shit to death, but the way I've been feeling lately it's not cool. And I know there's more people that feel the way I feel. So at some point in time, y'all gonna have to eventually find something better. You can't force things on people and then say this is the land of the free and home of the brave. No, you're not gonna sit there and say that. And now I can address my peoples. We gotta stop falling for everything that these people put into play, man. I'm saying it, period, because if you're not sitting there and looking at it with your third eye, you're never going to see it. And for those who think I'm just bugging or I'm just rambling, that's on y'all. Let y'all stay asleep. But overall, it's things y'all have to look at. And I mean that. Look at it. Explain to me when, any time in history, they force mandates on people. The only people I know that's forced to be mandated to take shots are people that's in the military, the Navy, the Army. Of course they're going to get shots because they are being stationed in other parts of the world where the health is not as adequate as it is in the United States. That's just the overall facts. So yes, you are preparing them for whatever it is they got to do, and that's a job and a half to deal with. But for the normal 9 to 5 people, the normal people who are trying to live their lives, you can't force that on them. What might work for one person is not going to work for everyone. And if you wanted everybody to take this vaccination so badly, you want to get everybody vaccinated so badly, you would have made sure that everybody had some sort of physical health checkup. Something to make sure whatever it is you giving them ain't going to mess them up or possibly kill them. You're not even guaranteeing the people that. You didn't prepare for none of this shit that was going on and that's going on now, and now the people have to suffer because of y'all mess ups. I'm sorry, somebody got to come back at me about something. I'm going to keep speaking my truths because I feel like you are forcing people into a corner. And we all know what happens to people when you force them in corners. So I'm just going to say this. For the people, we got to stop believing everything they say. Because a majority of the times, yes, they tell the truth, but they also lie in your face. It's up to you to decipher what's real and what's not. And if you feel you can't trust anybody, trust your own gut. Trust your own belief. Do the research. That's all you got to do. Because the last I checked, every time there was some sort of an uprising, it was always because you had people who were in power that abused their power. To the point where the people have got put into a corner, and then now all of a sudden they have to react and they have to revolt and they have to get y'all up out of here. And it's been proven throughout history, even across seas. I'm not going to go into details. Just do your own research. We have the rights to do certain things. We have the rights to get government officials and everybody that are not for the people and that are trying to basically annihilate us. We have the right to get them up out of here. But a lot of y'all are not going to fight because y'all only worried about yourselves. So I'm going to say to my people, it's time for us to wake up. We got to do what we got to do, and we got to live our lives the way we see fit, vaccinated or not. That's just it. And back to the government, y'all really have to find something better to do. I'm saying this because it's the truth. It's no way you could possibly try to force mandates on people and we not guaranteed anything. We're not guaranteed any type of blanket of safety. I knew people who, before they got vaccinated, caught COVID. After they got vaccinated, still caught COVID. Even being safe as possible, still caught COVID. And both times they felt the same way. So there's no difference in what you're telling us. You saying it won't be as harsh and it'll be milder. I don't believe that because I know more than a few people who've done this, who've gone through it, and both times have felt the same way. Everybody's bodies is different. So I feel, again, y'all should go to the drawing board and figure this out. But I'm not going to be on here long, y'all. You already know the vibes. I'm at work. Gotta do me, get this money. But like, share, subscribe. You know, I want people to really just listen to the overall message. Every time they do something in particular and they try to hide it from us or they just don't prepare us for it, it's like they setting us up for failure. We got to stop believing everything that they say and that the media pushes, because it's not all truth. You know, we got to definitely get ourselves together, get our families together. We got to start doing what's necessary. You know, it's a sign of the times now, and it's sad. You know, I got to speak from the heart because it's sad. You're really trying to force people to follow your protocol, but for what reason? You know, it's time for y'all to stop lying to the people, and it's time for the people to stop electing these people into office if they're not going to do what they say they're going to do. Now, this is as professional I'm going to be, so I'm just going to keep it like that right now. Because anything else I say, you probably might try to use it against me when I'm just speaking my overall truths and facts. I'm not going on opinion, not being emotional about it. I'm just saying it from a standpoint. You can't force things on people and then expect the people to still be willing to follow everything that you're saying and doing. Because if you're forcing vaccinations on people, what's next? You're going to force people when to procreate. You're going to force, what are you going to force people when to take a bath, when they should go to work, when they should live their overall life, when they should go to the gym, when they should die? Like, no. Like, at the end of the day, we here for a reason. God has us here for a reason still. Yes, I'm a big believer in that. I don't care if you don't want to push that. I'm a big believer in that higher power. I might not be perfect, but I do believe that higher power has us here for a reason. So we got to just get ourselves together, and we got to just start moving accordingly, y'all. We got to get away from all of these tactics and these shits that they're doing. Sorry. The government has failed us in its worst form. And it's not to be bashful, or it's not to try to bash these people, but I'm just seeing it how I'm seeing it. It's not my fault. I see truth, and I see beyond the bullshit. So with that being said, I'm getting up off this. It's your boy Nate the Great. Like I said again, like, share, subscribe. You gotta push this message, y'all, because it's like they want us to just abide by everything, and it shouldn't be that way. We supposed to live our lives how we see fit until the day we die. We shouldn't have to worry about you controlling every aspect of it. It's your boy Nate the Great, and I'm out.